here with the lovely Doutzen, who's always so calm, aren't you, darling? Yeah. Busy day today. We've got guests checking in to Carriage Cottage. I've just been to get some wood for the wood burner. I've put Prosecco and sticky toffee pudding in the fridge for them, and the hot tub is warm, and I just need to go in and do a last dust and vacuum and check that they have everything they need. The temperature went down to, I think, 2 degrees last night. So I'd warmed up the cottage by turning up all the thermostats. And of course, now the sun's out, it's beautifully warm in here. So I've had to turn it down a bit. But still, I've just got to clean the floor again because I've been in and out. And I need to double check the chemical levels in the hot tub. Oh, look at those dirty windows. I best go and wash those as well. I did something yesterday that I have never ever done before, and that was book the chimney sweep a year in advance. I'm quite proud of myself for being that organised. Rob Chambers, our local chimney sweep, had come to sweep the chimney in the house and also over here in the cottage. It did make a little bit of dust, which I've had to clear up, but apart from that, he was very clean. And because I left it too late, really, and spoke to him probably October time, he was fully booked for the beginning of January. I said, Rob, can I please book you for a year's time? And we did. Very organised. On the list of cleaning jobs is pressure washing this little caravan. I'm not a fan of little touring caravans because I always find they go wrong in some way. They're relatively easy to fix though. And when Tracy and I bought our very first one, we didn't know anything about checking for damp and looking under the bathroom vinyl to see how damp the floor had been, if there'd been a leak. We've learnt the hard way. So the plan is to get this cleaned up and see if Phil, our maintenance chap who comes and services the caravans when we've had them over the years, see if he'd like to buy it, because we need to get rid of it. Yay! Hidda's enjoying his hay ball this morning. Woody's enjoying looking for bits of hoof. He loves to eat the horse's hoof, don't you, Woody? Do I prefer he eats that to the horse's poo? It's all natural, I guess. It's Saturday morning and we are having coffee time. Actually, it's afternoon already. And I just thought I'd introduce everybody to Carole, who is from France, and she's our newest volunteer. And I've already given her the lovely job of cleaning the caravan. Yes. I did warn you about it last night, didn't I?
It was okay?
It was okay, yeah. The fridge was rather mouldy. So Carole has cleaned it beautifully. We've emptied it out and you're going to pressure wash it later today. Yes. So you're with us for 10 days, 9 days now.
9 days, I think.
And so why did you want to come and volunteer here?
Because I would like to speak better English. And I choose this part of the United Kingdom because I like environment, white environment, and because I like horses and animals.
Lovely. And tell everybody what it is you used to do for a living. You trained...
In living, I was a sea lions trainer.
A sea?
In the north of France, in Nausicaa, yes.
For 9 years?
For nine years, yes.
Wow, that's so impressive. Yeah. There we go. It's been a week of plumbing problems, but that's fine. I think I'm getting the hang of it. As you can see, this one here burst just there and started spouting out water, and this is what we connect to the little touring caravan. We used to have 2 touring caravans, and I sold one last year, I think, because it was just such a problem, always having problems. This one here that Carole, sorry, my French is not great. Carole has cleaned for me today. She's done a brilliant job, but we had to get buckets of water from the top barn. But interestingly enough, as she was clearing it all out, we found this in the cupboard, which just so happens to be a perfect fit. Oh, don't you love it when plans come together? So I'm just about to clean this up and put this new one on, and hopefully that will give us water in this area again. It's a bit of a mess. Again, I will always apologise for the mess. Everywhere on a farm just gets messy. So I really do enjoy clearing things up. So that's why I get very excited at having a skip. This is Jan, who has completely won over Woody. Jan's here to volunteer for a couple of weeks and has been doing wonders in the garden, pulling up the weeds. You also took Woody and Millie for a walk yesterday, didn't you? Which, yes. Yeah, Woody loved. Look at that.
A bit more enthusiastic
than Millie, yeah. Millie doesn't like to walk.
A lot of snorting going on from Millie.
I'm a little bit excited. I've come out to do some food shopping and I found a crimping tool, which I haven't got a decent one in the workshop.
Oh, look at that.
And yes, we're in Aldi.
Amazing.
It always makes me excited when I see tools that I need. Busy day today, as usual. I've just been speaking to Michael about scaffolding, which is very exciting for the shippen behind me. And also we've been speaking to the electricians about the new Hoyts and Jubbers barn, because they're running their power in today. Slightly complicated as to where they were going to get the power from, but we have 3-phase electricity in the cottage. So I'm just about to try and take down some boxing in the cottage that needs to come down so we can get the big pipe through the wall, and hopefully then fix it and repair it in time for guests this weekend. I spend a lot of my time in front of my laptop managing house and cottage rentals and finances for the farm, as well as organising cleaners, volunteers and tradespeople. This week I managed to sell the Mini after being messed around by a scam buyer. I've also been researching building materials and had many conversations with accountants, banks and solicitors. Showing you footage of me sat at my computer wouldn't be very interesting for you, and sometimes my language isn't appropriate for broadcasting. This filming was done when Tracy and I were talking to the Friesian Experiences accountant, Matt. We like him because he always has our best interests at heart and explains things clearly. Freya and I are just getting ready to fill the hot tub for guests who arrive tomorrow, and Woody's even come out to help. Except he's hiding on the window ledge, trying to keep dry. Hook this hot tub lid down because we've got a storm coming, and the lid doesn't hook into the places where it's supposed to hook into. I do have a new lid to put on, but I haven't bothered to do that yet. There's no water in the hot tub because we tend not to use it when we're in the house because it just costs so much to run. So it's safe now, safe and empty. this is our linen room, and this is where we keep the linen for the house. So we've got bath sheets, bath towels, hand towels, bath mats, single bedding. No, single bedding's here. Doubles there, super king is there, king, and then all our pillows. Now we've just had a delivery. The reason this room is so messy is because our laundry room, we're decorating. Are we decorating? We're stripping it out and preparing it for decoration. And this is a room we've never really done anything to, well, ever. Apart from have a little bit of insulation put in the ceiling, because right above that room is Tracy's bedroom. However, it's not enough insulation because she can still hear the washing machine and tumble dryer when she goes to bed. Bed linen put away for now, and as you can see, we have not too much linen, but I like to keep some in stock because sometimes we get a piece that is dirty or creased or ripped, so we need to have backups. We only have Egyptian cotton bedding because I'm fussy. This is our laundry room. And this is the room, as I said, that hasn't been decorated ever. The ceiling up there is quite high, and as you can see, it's got some stud work on it. It's got about 150 mil of soundproofing in it, but it's quite an echoey room, so it is still quite noisy when the machines are going. Now, the walls are very, very thick, and I'm fairly sure they've got lime plaster on that has actually been painted over many times, and with a gloss paint by the looks of it, and the gloss paint is stopping the walls from breathing. So the proper way to do this job would be to remove all of the lime plaster, dig it out, and right the way back to stonework to fill it all again. However, that's a massive job, and not a job that I want to take on at the moment because it would be very time consuming and very costly. That little door there is the one into our cellar. As you can see, a massively thick wall here. This is the very original part of the house, so it is in not original condition, but it's not in good condition. These two cupboards at the back here are actually back on to the shippen. Now we're below the ground floor of the shippen here. So when we dig up the ground in a few months' time, it's going to be very interesting to see if we can make some sort of connection through the floor, through into these cupboards. That'll be a little bit of an exploration. This big stone here has been painted over many, many years. Pulling off the plaster that's loose. You can hear it when you tap on it because it sounds very hollow. This room has beautiful views. It gets the sun first thing in the morning. And this is the view we'll have from the shippen when we have it done.